high. Top 4 list where legends never die. Video games, movies, sports on the line. Your favorites carved in stone divine. It's all about your top 4, nothing more. Rushmore Show kicking down the door. Ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top 4, nothing more.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4 and nothing more. This is the joy of live. I think we lost Kirk during the intro. So he'll be back on in a second. But there he is. Let's add him to the stage. Welcome to the Rushmore Show, Kirk.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. It's my internet's a little crazy. They announced that there's an outage. We've done this before, haven't we? But so I jumped back in. Welcome everybody to the show. We have a great show tonight. I know I'm probably chopping it up. So Andy, you should probably shout out most of this so that I don't take too much craziness of the time. But yeah, we're doing top 4 arcade shooters. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, so we are going to the arcade. We're bringing our quarters with us, which now we're like cashing in cash for like a card that we scan at the arcade. It's just not the same anymore.
No.
But we're, our generation, we're all about the quarter game still, right? It's not just Aldi where you need your quarters. It is now is definitely the arcade. But yeah, no, this is going to be fun, man, going to the arcade. We've talked arcade games before, way back yonder on the Chattahoochee. And
which is right outside my front door.
Yeah, the beginnings of the Chattahoochee. But anyway, does it get hotter than never mind.
It got colder last week, so yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be a good night.
Couple things. I want to just do a little shout out, if you will. Hopefully, I don't break up too much, and I got to turn this down on my phone. But rocking the Rocket City Retro Fest shirt. How cool is that, shirt? Dude? Star Fox, that's your thing, man. But what a great time. What's that?
Use the boost to get through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Great show. They had Star Fox folks there, tons of creators there. Just a really amazing time. Ken and I spent and hung out with a bunch of creators, connected with a bunch of people for coming up. And, bro, I'm excited. 24 in the chat. Say hello. Hit the like button before you go.
Easy Quattro is happening, man. I love it. Man, it's going to be a good night. We got some good friends joining us. We have some resident experts. I mean, I'm going to get schooled tonight, and that's okay. I'm used to doing that in video games. You're rocking the Retro City, Rocket City. I got STCC we're rocking right here.
So that's coming up soon, and we'll be at the Morgan City RetroCon soon. Conventions all over the place. What's up, Declan? What is up? Lila in the house. Lila is family, dude. So what's up, Lila? And
Bryce J. Dubs.
Yeah, Bryce J. Dub. He's like family too. No Bars Toronto. Hey, but let's get this thing rolling, man. We're a little behind. Let's catch this thing up, man. Button before you head out, and let's get this thing going. So we're gonna do top 4 arcade shooters. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
And we are back. Yeah, dude, my internet is lagging so bad. I'm going to jump out and jump back in. Hopefully that'll work. Will you introduce our friends?
I would just love to do that. As I mentioned before, we have some resident experts here. Also, Renee Bauman, 8695. Welcome into the Summit Squad. How are you doing? So let me go here. There we go. That way we can do that. We're going to welcome in our experts that we have tonight. First and foremost, to the stage, let's welcome in from Mannys Arcade, none other than, you guessed it, Manny. Wow. Do you know this boy? What's going on, Manny? That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. And also, I forgot to, Manny, sorry, real quick.
What's up, guys?
Our people are really rude and they're slow to respond, but here is your standing ovation.
Oh, hey, thank you.
There they go. All right, that's all they get. That's all the applause you get. Man, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you guys so much for having me on. I appreciate it. It's been a year already, guys.
Crazy to
It's been a year.
Right? You know, we should have you on more often, for sure. We love you. We love your channel. In a minute, I'm going to give you a chance to shout out your channel. But before we do that, let's welcome on our other friend who's going to be joining us tonight, Kirk's childhood buddy and the essential Wikipedia of all things video games. And, you know, maybe he'll admit his love for the N64 tonight. We can hold out hope for it. Let's welcome on Kevin. What's going on, my friend?
Yeah, don't hold your breath on the 64 talk.
I know. I really can
Give it up for Kevin.
welcome on, Kevin. Thanks for joining in tonight. Look at that collection happening behind you. I love that. And the Morgus shirt. Not many people. If you're down here in the South, in New Orleans in particular, you'll appreciate that shirt for sure. But, man, I'm so excited to have you guys on here tonight to talk arcade shooters. So, Manny, let's go to you real quick, give you a chance to shout out your channel. And, real quick, Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, member for 7 months. That reminds me, hey, we're going to play your video at halftime. Thank you for being a part of the Summit Squad. Listen, we don't ever ask people to join as a member. We do appreciate it. Every penny that gets shared with us goes into going to these cons and doing our ministry side of things, and all of that we'll talk about at halftime. But we do super appreciate you guys for being part of that. Just joining in the chat is really what this is all about, the community. So without any further ado, Manny, let the people here know, the 16s of people that are joining in. We're hopping all over the place. What Mannys Arcade is all about, and what maybe some things you got coming up on your channel, and just tell the Summit Squad hello.
Absolutely. What's going on, everybody? So I'm Manny. I go by Mannys Arcade on social media. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me here on the Rushmore Show, guys. But I love being here. But yeah, so I also have a website that I just launched. It's mannysarcade.com. I'm actually reselling video games there too. So if you guys are interested in anything, just let me know. Log on. You can always message me. I like to invest into what my real passion here, which is arcade games, and pinball machines. But yeah, that's pretty much sums me up. I am going to be doing SoCal Gaming Expo this year. I like to support local events, local shops. I just put a display case at Games for Us in Rialto, California. And yeah, I'm going to have a whole bunch of product in there. If you guys ever need arcade repair, let me know. I'm that dude. But yeah, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it.
Man, we are so excited to have you on. Kirk is back. Kirk is back with us. Manny, two things I want to say real quick.
Sure.
First of all, SoCal. That's one of those ones we've just like dreamed about. And talked about.
It's an amazing event.
I shared it before, but I'm originally birth certificate legally from SoCal. So I'm an Orange, California guy originally. So it'd be cool to go back out there. And, you know, I suffer with sports being an Angels fan. I noticed.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Notice the Patriots blanket behind you. How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm still hurting, guys. I'm putting on a fake smile after that Super Bowl. It was just all bad. A terrible, terrible Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But, you know, they'll be back. Hopefully they'll be back. Okay. You know, we had high expectations, but gotta work with what we got.
It would be good going forward. I mean, look,
glad to be there.
I think he got to the Super Bowl too early. I think that
too early, yeah.
We get some good years out of Drake May. But man, again, thank you for being on. Glad to have you on. Kevin?
Oh man, pleasure. I can hear that California accent you got too, man. Really laid back.
I mean, I lived there for like 2 weeks. I think I picked that up, right? So and then I was South Louisiana the rest of my life. No. Kevin, the YouTube-less guy, but that needs to change soon. Kevin,
man, it'd be one of those stretch goals, right? I'd love to start. But,
let's tell us about your life, starting from the very beginning. And maybe I know that. Look, you've been in the chat before. You've been on the show before. Childhood friend of Kirk. What about video games What do you love about video games?
Everything. I mean, play it as much as I can. You know, it's tough to find time. You know, I got a young daughter who's in the chat, Lila. You know, she monopolizes a lot of time. I do love that she got a Switch for Christmas, so you know, it gets me playing games a little more with her. But yeah, I mean, been playing games since I was probably 4 or 5 years old, hanging out with Kirk when we met in like 7th grade, and yeah, I fell in love with them. You know, it's just an amazing thing.
Yeah. Kirk shared plenty of stories of the escapades and the adventures you guys were on involving video games, and some of which Kirk has to mention is BC for him.
More nefarious things.
Yeah, whatever adjective you want to use to describe them is probably correct.
So my favorite part about going to his house was my mom would say, "Hey, you can't talk like that anymore." When I came back home. No, it was a great time growing up. 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade. We spent a lot of time together. Just a group of friends, probably about 4 or 5 of us. Spent a lot of time playing video games, and just a group of friends, probably about 4 or 5 of us. Getting a double whammy. Dude, my internet's going to be going in and out all night. I'm going to try and switch to my phone.
Do that.
And see if that works. My internet's going to be going in and out. Get us started.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of echo happening, and it's okay. It's okay.
I was wondering what's going on because I'm having audio issues too. Like I'm having trouble hearing you guys.
Yeah, that's
real toppy.
This is the joy of live internet. You know, you're kind of at the mercy of Bill Gates, right?
Hello.
Hey.
Hopefully that's better.
Yeah, looks better.
We're good. All right, cool deal. Well, hey, look, let's not waste any time. We flipped the coin backstage, and we decided Manny is going to get us started. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to, before you give us your Rosie, which is number 4 on our mountain, we arbitrarily decided he's the 4th most important president on the Rushmore. You're going to give us your criteria. Kind of what were you thinking about while you were putting together your list of arcade shooters? And then we'll go right into our Rosie, and we'll chat about what we love about this stuff. So criteria, Manny's up first.
All right, here we go, guys. So what I was thinking about was arcade shooters. How much gameplay can I get for my buck, or should I say for my quarter? So I wanted a game that was fun to play, that was going to last a long time on a single quarter, because let's admit, a lot of times with the arcades, we didn't have a whole lot of money with this. So we wanted to make that quarter last. And that, for me, is going to be Lethal Enforcers from Konami. A great, great shooting game. It had the cool late 80s, early 90s theme, whole police shootout thing. You know, you're detectives. You guys are on the edge. You're solving crime. You're, you know, taking down bank robbers. You're taking down people stealing yachts. You're on car chases. This game had it all, and it wasn't that hard. You could really make a quarter last a long time on that game. I mean, if you had a buck, you were at least getting 2-3 levels in. Easy. But that game had a great sound, had a great soundtrack. It had that big old Dirty Harry Magnum. I know you guys remember that big old thing. And it had it had everything to it. And it looked really good. It was those digitized graphics. There it is right there. Beautiful digitized graphics. And we're talking, I think, 1991, 1992 when this game came out. And I mean, that was about as close as you can get to being in the real thing right there. So yeah, that was definitely bang for your buck.
Very real.
I was always amazed at how many people they could fit behind a desk or in one car.
The weapons sounded phenomenal too. They didn't sound cheesy. They didn't sound corny. They had that really, really good sound to it.
Yeah. This is one of the things where it's like, if you, hey, Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, send in a $2, man. Thank you, dude. Some hot
thanks, man.
Allegedly. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You don't have to do that, but we appreciate it.
I think awesome.
I always like games that are like these rail shooter ones because, like, anytime there's the innocent victim, you're not supposed to like that. The lady, they're always like, woo, you know,
stay down. You're trying to help them.
Clearly, the bad guys in like this.
Everybody's got to jump in the way.
Yeah, like that's the first rule of being in a hostage situation is don't get in the way, right?
Exactly. And you got this guy walking with a trench coat here.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Never-
But it was a great game. It was for a quarter. You could really go a long way as long as you didn't shoot the innocent victims. And it was a lot of fun to play. It was a lot of fun to play. It was one that I usually always played whenever I saw it at the arcade.
This one in the cars. That's pretty.
Yeah,
You can shoot the hubcap off too on that one.
I love that, man. That's a great pick. Lethal Enforcers. What do you guys think about that one?
Oh, it's awesome.
Dude, I love this game. It's a great pick. It's such classic, my childhood, and there are so many that we could pick from. And honestly, this is, I have it down there in my little chat. Reload. I mean, like that whole thing. This game was so much fun, and I approve this message.
Yeah.
My problem with this game, and not problem with this game, it's super fun. But my problem with just this genre of games is I played them. A lot of them just bleed together for me. You know what I mean? Especially if it's like oh, I remember doing that, but what was the name of that one? Like what was? But this is a good one for sure. I mean, a lot of fun. Hey, just quick shout outs real quick. Obviously, Lila is comment queen tonight for sure. I like that. Just Daff 82, welcome into the Summit Squad. Mystically said, hey everyone. Mystically, he said, love Lethal Enforcers, still playing on the Sega CD. There you go.
Oh, it's beautiful on the Sega CD. Yeah, perfect arcade port.
How about that?
Yeah, I think I played more of it on Super Nintendo than any of them, and Genesis I think had a port too.
Yeah. Cool pick, man. Way to go. Way to start our mountain. Well, Kevin, we're going to go up to you now. So same deal. What's your criteria? What were you thinking? How did you kind of – because I know you said you've been working on this for weeks now, right? So
yeah, a little bit, as I gone through. But, so first thing is, like kind of similar to what Manny was saying about, like mine's less of what I could spend on a quarter and just how much time I would sit there and pump quarters into it, unfortunately. But it was just, the games that, it's really just anytime I come across them, like, I'm going to play them. Not that we see arcades too much anymore. Most of the arcades, like we were talking earlier, are full of redemption machines that probably designed to teach kids low-key gambling. But that's the way it works out. But anytime, run across these or, power them up back there, going through this list reminded me of a few games from the past. I was like, oh, yeah, I remember those. And I started playing a few of them on here. And then one of the other ones was just, that just like Lethal Enforcers, a lot of these games we're probably going to talk about. It's just like, you going up against a big giant army. It was just awesome, well, not most of them are probably going to be multiplayer games that we're talking, but, that sense of me against the world, those kind of games were just so much fun. Mowing down 1 million bad guys.
Yeah.
And then another one was, so I didn't want to limit it to, as you were saying, there's building the list over the last couple of weeks. There's a lot of these that came up that were console exclusives. So while my top 4 are arcade ones, I do have a few on the list that are from consoles. But that comes with boundaries, Andy. We ain't having any N64 talk.
I don't think you had many to choose from there. So, I mean,
Pokemon Snap is not a shooter. Pokemon
Snap
is not
Come on, it is absolutely a rail shooter.
I'm not going to hear that Pokemon Snap was a shooter. I'm not going to hear that the Nintendo 64 had more than 3 or 4 good games for it. I'm not going to have that talk.
Already starting with the hot takes. Okay, let's get into it though. What is your
all right? My Rosie on here was one from Konami, who seemed to have a knack for making multiplayer games that just demanded quarters from how brutally unfair they were. This one wasn't a light gun game, but it was a rail shooter. Then that was G.I. Joe. Don't know if anyone else played that one. It was a
really.
What's that?
That's a good one.
Yeah, G.I. Joe was incredible. I remember Skater's Paradise over there used to have it every time I go in there.
Yep. Skater's Paradise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it was an amazing game. You could choose from Duke, Snake Eye, Scarlet, Roadblock. Not that there was much of a difference between the characters, but man, it was great. There you go. There it is on screen. It's so much fun.
And now you know.
That's right.
Terrorism.
Knowing is half the battle.
I mean, you just ran forward in the screen with you and your boys, and for half an hour shooting everything that moved. It was fantastic.
Let's get to some gameplay. There we go. Look at that.
Beautiful.
I mean, just flamethrower, and I mean these guys. I mean, this is kind of a similar mechanic as Pokemon Snap if you think about it. It's
Get out of here with Pokemon Snap. We ain't talking.
I mean, those are Just change the bad guys for Pikachu and change the gun for apples, and it's the same.
But it was so much fun when you'd get 4 people in there playing. There was so much chaos. It was great.
It is cool though. Like, to be honest, I mean, like this whole style of game where it's, you know, everything's moving at you. It's kind of that optical illusion. Back in the day, you know what I mean? Like when this was like a newer technology, you're like, dude, what are they doing with video games now?
Mind blowing,
right?
It
And
ain't getting any better. This was it.
it's like, how are things going to get better? Which makes you think like now, like how crazy things are, that this is going to be an outdated thing. But yeah, what a cool pick, man.
Hey, so just quick shout out to Russ. He said, I was hoping that the more recent game would
Russ.
more recent G.I. Joe game that came out was going to be like this, and I agree, man. Hey, Russ, love having you again, man. Thanks for being here. It's been a minute. Mecca, Otaku, and David Bryant, they're going to be on in a couple weeks, coming together. And, yeah, thanks for them being here. Wow. He says, wow, no way. No.
And also, I just want to say this, too. Yeah, wow, no way.
You used to play that game growing up.
Mysticles is just like, I mean, he knows what he's talking about. He's the mean of the people. That's really real.
All right, Mysticles might be banned.
Mysticles might be banned.
It's me and Mysticles together on this. It's okay.
See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk Kevin into just making this a trio, and he's just gonna come on this show and let us kind of handle it. Then we have to find a 4th person to make a. So if you're already calling rules out, Kevin, I can buy that. I can buy that for $1. Yeah. So
it was
hey,
a
man.
system that never had a light gun. Like everything around
What was that?
had a light gun. We're talking about arcade shooters. You can't talk about N64. Get it out of here.
Don't even have a gun.
No
Hey,
gun.
but look at David's picks here. He says Pac-Man, Mortal Kombat, Galaga, and Super Mario. Three of those don't fit the bill. So David, it's arcade shooters. So yeah. Manny and Isaac, we're gonna get you on. Need to get me on, boys. Yeah, you ready? Isaac, I sent you a message.
Isaac can squeeze in, maybe, barely.
Yeah, maybe. Isaac, I sent you a message saying which do you want to play in? Do you want to play in movies and TV, video games, or music? So let me know.
Yeah. Manny, did you play G.I. Joe?
I have played G.I. Joe. It's been a long time since I played G.I. Joe, but I definitely played it. For some reason, they always put it like in a Bucky O'Hare cabinet. They would convert it. I don't know why. So many times I see it like that. But it was a cool game. It had like that Space Harrier feel to it, but you weren't flying all up, around the air. You were just kind of running on the ground. But it was smooth. It handled really smooth. It played really smooth. And it was always a quarter. It was never more than a quarter. So that's a good thing. So definitely.
CM Puke says Manny's Arcade stole my bike list.
Oh man, ratted me out. Gee, CM Puke, man, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's pulling the old Pee Wee Herman on me though.
Oh,
I bought it fair and square.
Everything's negotiable. Prime says Star Wars, and Star Wars. So a lot of diversity in that. That's good. Prime, what's up? David Bryant, yeah, and then got you, Kirk. Cool deal. Well, look, this is a good way to start our mountain. I like the G.I. Joe pick. I like everything that's happening here. I'm going to. I think I'm third, right? Am I third? Yes, I'm still third.
Yeah, you're 3.
So for there's no criteria other than I played these games and they were fun, right? I mean, this one I had to put a lot of thought into it in the criteria side of things. It was the thought of, which ones. I kind of mentioned it before, like a lot of the shooters, kind of like the ones that we've mentioned so far, kind of bled together for me, at least in my memory. Like I played them, I see the screenshots and everything of playing, and I'm like, yeah, I played that, but I couldn't have told you that was the name of it, right? That kind of stuff. When I'm at the arcade, generally what I was going to, again, if you go back to the old episode, was I was playing the WrestleManias, I was playing the Simpsons arcade game, I was playing the Killer Instincts, I was playing the Primal Rage, like I was playing the Marvel vs. Capcom, those kind of games. At the arcade, but I did play shooters every now and then. Specifically, I enjoyed the ones where the cabinet itself was not just go up to it and there's some buttons. Like the light gun ones are really interesting. They're welcoming, right? Or maybe even some of the ones that you go to and there's a vehicle the Hydro Thunders of the world, which obviously we're not going to pick that tonight, but like that kind of stuff where you get something different on top of that. It was just something that brought you into it. So those games for sure I would go to. This one kind of falls into that line, not necessarily in its original sense, but it's a game that you will still find at arcades today. And what I love about it today is that as soon as you walk into an arcade that has this there to this degree, you are absolutely drawn to it, right? And you're like, I gotta play this one. It's simple, it's classic. It's classic for a reason. It stood the test of time. Rosie is going to be none other than Space Invaders. This game is just, this is one of those OGs, right? Early 80s, maybe late 70s that this game is out. But nowadays, what you do at a lot of these places, maybe the Dave & Buster's of the world or whatever kind of place you're talking about, there's these ones that are literally like to the ceiling. It's a giant wall of Space Invaders. And man, there is something about sitting there and like looking straight up and just seeing these simple sprites that are there. And all it is just keep shooting everything until it gets to you. And so, it's a challenging enough to be fun, but it's not unbeatable. I love this game. I love the sounds of old games like this. I like the colors and everything. So I'm going to go Space Invaders to start off my list. And Mecha Taku said Rampage. Yes, that was another game I would absolutely gravitate to as a kid, but not a shooter. So I'm going to go Space Invaders to start us off tonight.
I like the farting game. I like the fighting game with the farting ape is what it said. Hey, I like this pick, but dude, how old are you? You're the youngest guy on the whole thing here. How are we picking Space Invaders? What is happening?
It's a great game. It's a great game.
I remember playing it on a 2600, man. I'm old.
Look, Space Invaders, I can remember. So I don't know.
Tough game too.
I don't know how many quarters I've actually dumped into an actual cabinet of Space Invaders, but I do know that this was one of the 15 or 20 games that I had for the Atari growing up as a kid that we played nonstop. So this is a fun game. It's one of the originals, the OGs. It started at a lot of things. There's like biographies. Documentaries about this.
There's Space. I didn't put it up there because I figured everybody kind of knew what it was. But here's like the old. This is 1978. This is the OG.
Primal Rage.
That new one that you were talking about, I played that recently too when I was in Tennessee just a few weeks ago. Me and my daughter played it. The sit down one where you got the big gun in front of you shooting them. Those are so much fun.
Those are really fun. Yeah. Manny, you like Space Invaders?
I do like Space Invaders. What I really like is the arcade cabinet. The arcade cabinet, even today, still looks great. It looks amazing. It's got the big glass on it. If you look inside, it looks deep in there. You know what I mean? So it just kind of fits, and it still holds up. It's still challenging. I think it's great for older players like us. It's great for newer players. I've seen kids enjoy it, so it's pretty cool. It definitely holds up, and it's definitely worth that quarter too. So
yeah,
good game, great game.
Nice. I love this pick, man. Good stuff. Hey, shout out there.
Chill tonight. There's no controversy. So
well, I know I'm going to bring the controversy. I'm bringing it.
Night's still young.
I'm bringing the controversy tonight. I am bringing it.
Oh,
so, yeah, I love this pick. I apologize for if you just showed up.
Here we go.
We have a internet outage, so I'm running from the phone. So if my eyes aren't watching, I'm trying to get the chat behind the phone on the laptop, but try to run it is what it is. But let me drop my my criteria. Yeah, so the criteria is this. Let me hold on. Let me put this down.
We got a lot of echo happening.
A lot of echo. I'm trying to fix that.
Echo chamber.
Yeah, it's a lot of echo. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to exit this. Hopefully that helps.
I'm having audio issues over here too. Like it keeps cutting in and out for some reason.
Yeah.
Gotta love the
Does
internet.
that work? Is that better?
Yeah,
I think that's better.
I think we're good.
Hey, so here we go. So here's my criteria. Number one, had to have played it. Arcade shooters. I saw some people in the chat. It is one of my favorite genres. So much fun to go into an arcade cabinet and just bring in put the $5 bill in the coin machine and just set those quarters up and just keep feeding the machine as you're going through. What I love about an arcade shooter is if you put enough quarters in it, most of them are kind of some kind of rail shooter or something. You can almost pay your way all the way to the end. And so as a kid, depending on how much money you went in there with, you kind of could get far in the game. Some of these like fighting games, if you keep losing the first match, you never get there, right? But this one, it just kind of brings you along until you die, and then you can bring it along until you die. I'm going to pick 4 different style games today, though. They're all arcade shooters in a sense, but I'm going to kind of pick the number one shooter of a type of shooter, if that will. And my first one is going to definitely be the most controversial. Andy, I know you like this game. I thought you might have it on your chat. You probably forgot about it, but it's definitely a rail shooter because it's a ride. And I'm going Toy Story Mania in Disney. So, man, we love Disney.
What?
And yes, hey, it's a shooter, bro. So Toy Story Mania. You get in, and it's a complete arcade around you, and you ride in the ride. So this is a actual ride, rail shooter, arcade game. And, dude, it's one of the reasons we go to Disney. The kids want to ride it over and over again. I want to ride it, kind of beat the score. I mean, it has a high score, Andy. It is definitely an arcade game. So I told you I was going to bring the heat. So I'll be the first one to drop a crazy pick. But Toy Story Mania is going to be my number 4.
Yeah, I remember playing the original cabinet. It's not an arcade game.
It is 100% an arcade
It's a
game. But,
game.
okay.
It's not at home. It's an arcade game.
Yeah, it is a arcade game. 100%
I
arcade.
can see it.
Okay.
And I did have it in my list too. So that one's out.
If you're going to choose Pokemon Snap for a rail shooter, I can choose a real rail.
Love a rail
You
shooter.
actually ride this rail.
Mania is an arcade shooter. It qualifies more, and I'll die on that hill. I don't hate this.
Okay.
I like the ride, but if I knew we could pick,
It's just like an arcade game. You got to pay for it. You're just paying a lot of money.
I mean, you get paid to play it, so I mean,
You pay to play. You get a high score. You fight. It's a little virtual reality.
Like, where does it end? Do I go to Chuck E. Cheese and pick the one where I shoot the ball at the guy's teeth and knock them out? Is that an arcade shooter?
Well, I was thinking you could probably pick the water one where you shoot
Like
the water gun. Yeah, why not?
Okay,
That's an arcade. I don't have that one on my mountain, but I guess you could.
All right. You were right. You will bring the controversy. Although
That's the only controversy for the rest of the night, though. That's the only one.
you get it done on the Rosie. We forget about it later. I will not let you.
We get it out on the Rosie. Actually, I thought about bringing it higher, but I do like these other games way more.
Iowa says Kirk sleeps with the Buzz Lightyear toy every night.
Actually, it's more Woody. Buzz Lightyear. That is he's a plastic toy. I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
No.
What do you guys think about this clearly arcade shooter?
Well, it sounds like they were on board,
I'll go.
and
I'd
you were
say-
trying to
I'd
talk them
say-
out of it.
I mean,
I had it
technically
in my list,
you're
too.
doing it right. It's kind of like you are shooting something, but you did pay to play it, so why not?
Yeah.
I can tell you this.
It's $1.25 to play it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely more.
Hey, I will say this. It was
Expensive,
my
isn't
last
it?
ad.
Expensive.
I added it about an hour ago, and I readjusted my whole thing because of it.
Okay. All right.
So,
Hey, Mecha Otaku Gamer is up there, member for 2 months, man. Thank you. We really appreciate
Hey,
it.
we got to drop that Otaku video.
Yeah,
and
we
he's
got-
on the show soon, so we'll drop it
We'll get it done
at his
before.
show.
Yeah.
We'll drop it at his show.
Hey, because Iowa dropped a 2-bomb earlier, and he's been a member, I believe, for 7 months. It said we're going to play his commercial at halftime. We'll do the Iowa.
Yeah, we owe him. So with that being said, anybody that's a member, you get a little commercial at halftime. So yeah, you guys like it. So let's get back to the to the real shooter games. That Manny knows a lot about arcades, is what I hear. Manny, what do you have for number 3 on your mountain? TJ, Jazzy Jeff.
I love them.
All right, what's your next pick, though?
All right, here we go. So for this one, we're going to have to go back to 1999, guys. Now, this was an arcade game that was a follow-up to a #1 hit. Now, this was, like I said, released in 1999. Technology was there. Now, the original game was Time Crisis, but it's not Time Crisis. The one I'm going for is Crisis Zone. I don't know if you guys ever played Crisis Zone. It has the foot pedal. It's got the big blue MP5 machine gun, and that sucker would just go off. The original Time Crisis, the gun would recoil. This one would just vibrate like crazy. But the graphics were great. Sound quality was amazing. It was definitely bang for your buck. There's so many things you could check off this list here. It was never really a quarter back in the day. It was usually 50 cents to play. But, man, it had a subwoofer in it. This thing sounded beautiful. If you guys remember Crisis Zone, let us know in those comments, man, because that is a great game. And it's not a game you see too often now. And if you do, the gun usually doesn't work, or it's a different gun. And, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles on it. But that was a great game. You had 3 stages here. You got the building, the plaza, and then you had, I forgot what the other one was. It was like the little yard. And, this thing was action-packed. You were locked in 100% on this game. It was almost impossible to take your eyes off of this. But this was a great, great game. Namco they absolutely hit it out the park with this game, and it generated a lot of revenue. I know that for sure. So usually when you put that game out on a route, it's still, even today, it'll still generate a lot of quarters. So yeah, that's definitely my next one right there. What say you guys?
I like this pick. I like the Crisis side of things. This is I don't think this is one that I played, though. Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know. But
I played it on the PS2. I think it was PS2, right? They had it on there, or was it PS3? I think it was PS2.
Yeah, I think I played this on console. I don't know that I've ever played. I don't know that I've ever come across a cabinet with it, but it's a great
PS2 was
game.
on PS2, yeah.
Yeah, PS2.
Yeah, I thought it was
Give it a box
PS2 because
also.
that's the one I like. Yeah, and I played this. It's a great game. It's fun. I don't know that I've ever played the cabinet though. I don't know if I've ever come across one.
well, the Crisis, the whole thing with the pedal, that's just a different feel there. So that is really cool. Time
Correct.
Crisis, all those. So that is a worthy to note. But
So was this?
Yeah, definitely changed the game for sure. You're interacting with it. You're might get a leg cramp or something, and maybe now, especially now, playing that thing. But it's a lot of fun.
Was this a spin-off of Time Crisis?
I don't know if he can hear you. Was this a spin-off?
I got audio issues. I don't know. I see you guys talking, but I can't. There's like nothing coming out.
Was this a spin-off of Time Crisis?
Was it a spin-off of Time Crisis?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah. Yes.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening with audio tonight. I don't know. Things are going.
Mine just keeps going in and out. I can hear you fine right now, but then next thing I see you guys talking and nothing's happening.
Yeah, no worries. It was.
We can hear you fine. We can hear you fine.
Yeah. So, all right, cool pick. Thank
you.
Bringing Time Crisis so it was a spin-off of Time Crisis. It was part of that whole series of games. Cool deal. All right, man. Well, Kevin, we're back to you now. Next pick on your mountain of arcade shooters. Still got 3 more where you can throw in some N64 love. Let's see what you got.
There's always time. So next one, you had me a little nervous when you started talking about like arcades that had, or machines that had like, different levels of control or, different things. So I only remember seeing it in an arcade once or twice, and I had completely forgotten about it until I started kind of looking at research for doing this, and I remembered it, and I actually powered it up and played it on my machine back there, and it's not quite the same trying to play it there just because of the control methods. The game's called Lucky and Wild.
Dude,
so
this is a fun game.
Lucky and Wild is great. It's a driving game / shooting game. So player 1 has a steering wheel and a gun. Player 2 also has a gun. And it was so much fun. Like I said, I remember seeing it in the arcade once or twice.
Wow.
This game is a blast. It's like a cartoon.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I had forgotten all about it. I remember playing it a couple times, like I said. And then when I played it again over here, I was just like, oh, this was so much fun. Don't think I'll ever get a chance to see it again, but
I don't remember where I ever was this in Covington?
It used to be out in Metairie out there. That's where I remember playing it.
Maybe it was Metairie. Okay. Yeah, I remember playing this once or twice. I saw it on the list. And it was so much fun. It's on my Benjamins today because I didn't play it that much. But yeah, it was a blast. It's kind of like Cruising USA with guns. Right. It's a really fun game.
So were you controlling the vehicle too?
Right. So see if you can pull up a video of the cabinet, because the cabinet has a steering wheel and 2 guns.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, somebody could control the. Oh. Yeah, you can get somebody to do each. There it is.
Wide cabinet. There it is.
Yeah.
And it was just so much fun. It was so great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is.
This was Namco, so it was before they made Time Crisis and all that. So I guess them, getting into light gun games back then, because that was early '90s there.
That's a really fun pick. I got my memory jogged when I was kind of looking through lists yesterday or the day before, and I was like, man, I remember playing that game, but not too much. And I can't.
Yeah, I didn't play it a whole lot. Like I said, I mean, I can,
because it wasn't like Pocket Change, and what was Pocket Change name before that? Coin Op or something. Coin. And then the bowling alley, obviously the skating rink. Those are the 3 big ones in Slidell, at least. And then when you went out of town, there was a couple in Covington I remember playing. Oh, they always had the Galaga at the donut shop that we would go play. And then there was some like Pac-Man and stuff at a couple like gas stations in our town. And so seeing like this, I can't remember where this one would have been, but I definitely played it a couple times, and it's a unique cabinet. When you see the cabinet, like you said, you're kind of drawn to it. Like, what the heck is going on over there? If I remember correctly, you could kind of have somebody control the car, and then another person kind of shoot the gun, and it would be a lot easier.
Oh, definitely be easier instead of trying to do it, both of it at the same time.
Like the one-handed.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Of course, it's like a lot of them of that era. They came out early to where the PS1 and stuff like that wasn't out. So it's one of those that never got a home port, and I don't know how they would have ported it home anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. That would have been a hard game to do.
Yeah.
With the steering wheel and the gun and the light gun, you would have that would have been interesting. They would have probably had to unique
arcade only experiences,
Yeah, I like it. Good pick, man. Good pick. I saw it today, and I was like, man, I just don't have enough experience with it. But I remember it looking like a cartoon. It was fun. All right, Andy, you're up, man. 17 people in chat. Hit that like button. Welcome in. We're talking top 4 arcade shooters. Before you head out, drop them in the chat. Say hello. Andy, I can't really see the chat too much because I'm on the phone, and I tried to minimize some of this echo by taking it off. So if anything's awesome in the chat, share it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of love for the Time Crisis ones there. That was what was still being talked about right now. But for my next pick, man, so this is kind of one of those games where I guess it's probably my newest one on my list. Not that it's necessarily new, but it's definitely my newest one out of all of those. This was a thing where I could not relate with this game, like as far as like what like lifestyle and things, but I did grow up in an area where this kind of stuff was very popular. And my next pick on my list is going to be Big Buck Hunter. I love these games. Just again, I was never a hunter. I do some fishing, right, but not hunting. But man, this right here, like just being able to go out and like shoot deer, right, and pretty cool stuff. and you get more points for a better shot and different things like that. And it was a cool one. Again, it's the cabinet again with having the gun there, the shotgun for you and everything. So I'm going Big Buck Hunter. This was a fun game, and made me feel more like a man, I guess, when I was playing it. That I was shooting actual deer. Although this was kind of one of those games. So I worked at Wow Wings, and believe it or not, we had some arcade games there, and we had a few of them. We had Golden Tee, and we had Big Buck Hunter. Those were like the two things that were at. I normally did not like the type of people that would come into the restaurant and stay on the Big Buck Hunter games, but once I got to play it, it was a lot of fun. So Big Buck Hunter, my TJ Jazzy Jeff. What say you?
I love this pick. This is Buffalo Wild Wings all day.
Yep.
Man, so
That's
much
where I've
fun.
seen it so much.
I put a lot of quarters in this game, and this is a fantastic pick. I didn't know anybody on this would probably pick that. So that's, I can approve.
There's a really funny scene in Parks and Rec, which is one of my favorite shows of all time, probably the best show, where Ron, if you know Ron Swanson, he's a man's man, right? And he's a good hunter, but he's horrible at Big Buck Hunter, and he gets so competitive, and he keeps throwing money in it, and it's just a hilarious scene there where he just can't do good. But the guy who is like very effeminate metrosexual guy on there is like dominating the game, and he's so mad about it. But you should check it. Anyway, Big Buck Hunter. You guys like this one? You guys play this one?
Oh, it's always good to bring out the inner redneck and go blow some stuff up. It's great.
I like it. I enjoy it. It's a great game. It's a very expensive game to replace those guns, man. Those guns go from anywhere to $200 to $500 if one of them breaks, and they break a lot because, like you said, a lot of people are real competitive on it. And when they get mad and they slam that thing down. It's very pricey, but it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. The competitiveness is where it generates its money from too as well. So, yeah, I like it. Good pick. Good pick.
Another
great pick.
Another great Ron Swanson quote is, "I love fishing. It's like yoga, but I still get to kill something." just good.
That show's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I totally approve this message for sure. And yeah, I mean, I just didn't believe that anybody would have it today. So that's great. I can jump on and share mine now. So let me pull my list up because I shut it down. Just make sure I'm going to go with the right direction. Here, I mean, this one's going to be a little controversial too, but it is what it is. It's another shooter, different kind of shooter. Remember, I told you we're going to do four kinds of shooters today. I'm going with 1996, and it is a run and gun side scroller platform shooter. I'm going with Metal Slug, bullet hell slide. You know, it could be platformer, it could be shooter. This game is impossible without throwing quarters at it. It is about as close as I want to get to bullet hell, and it's just a platform type shooter. And I'm going with this game. This is at Pocket Change, Kevin, in the mall, and man, I shoveled quarters into this game, and I never really got to play it on console because it always came on like Neo Geo or a system I didn't have, and back in the day, and now you can get it all ported and whatever. So the only place I ever really got to play it was in that Pocket Change, and it is fun. It is great. I love the graphics. I love the shooting. I love trying to get all the items, save all the people. But yeah, I'm going with a different kind of shooter, run and gun, side scroller. But yeah. This game is hard, dude. It is just so hard. One hit deaths will just eat quarters up.
And
Yeah.
the SNK games, the Neo Geo games, they were freaking beautiful.
Yeah, they just look. I mean, it's just a fun game, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
That's just nonstop action.
And
Not, I
as
mean,
far as
there's
not having
never
them on
there's
a home
never
console,
something not coming at you.
Yeah, nobody had these on home consoles back in the day. Nobody could afford a Neo Geo.
They're expensive now. Have you guys seen the prices? They're nuts.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, if you
so
go for
pricey.
an original, like, home version, the AES copy of this, I mean, I think this is like probably $6,000-$7,000 games. I forget how much this one's up to. It's crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, I have an MVS card of it, the arcade card, but
Mhm.
those are a bit, those are a lot more reasonable than the other versions. The Metal Slug series was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We need a
And
Metal
all the ones past
movie.
that are great too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Playing this at the arcade at, believe it or not, Kirk, remember the condo that my grandmother had? They had an arcade in the indoor pool, and Metal Slug was there. And it was one of those ones that was like level 1. I'm like, how do you play this? How do you enjoy this? Because it is difficult. But needless to say, shoveled a lot of quarters into that. So this is a big pick.
I know I've played Metal Slug 3, Mecha Otaku Gamer. I know I've played it, Ray, but the one that has the most nostalgic, most memories is the first one, being at Pocket Change. I remember it kind of being around in the corner, where you kind of go out towards Subway and the pizza joint. It was out there in that little lip thing that they had. And at least when I played it, and you kind of, man, it was a fun game. I just really like it. Man, that's halftime.
Yeah.
Halftime. Man, we're doing good on time. Look at that. We're under an hour at halftime. So that's because I don't have good internet and I don't get to talk that much. But there you go. There's the problem, Andy. So let's do some commercials. Andy, you can gear up Iowa. You can gear up our coffee, and let's do Monster Island Vault. He just dropped some stuff this week. Let's share some love over there to him. And before we get to those, share a couple things. We're not a Christian channel. We're not a Christian channel. Hello from Germany. Man, what time is it? I'm not sure how we say that, but we'll say Hasi V7U. So
I don't know anything.
Shout out Germany.
Germany. Shout out to Germany. So, like I said, we're not a Christian channel, but we're not a Christian channel. We are pastors, and one of the things that we do is we connect with other Christian creators. This is the directory of Christian creators, and we hand this out to people that we get to meet and talk about ministry, and they have questions and they want to know, a little bit about Jesus, but also know, like, hey, so Andy, you kind of shared briefly, you met a person in your youth group, and she's an anime. She loves anime, and she felt that she couldn't be in ministry or be around ministry and still like her anime. And I have 140-ish people that say that's wrong. I can't find it in the book, Andy. Can't find it in the Bible where Jesus said, don't watch anime. I don't know. I don't see it. So with that being said, the next time we're going to hand those out is right here, Morgan City RetroCon, and that is in 16 days. So that's the next convention. Andy, you're rocking St. Tammany Collectors Con. That one's coming right after that, a few months after that. And then we will be at Siege this year, Southeast Gaming Exchange. And what's really cool is when we go to these conventions, not only will we be able to hand these out, but we will be preaching there. So if you come down to Siege, come hang out on Sunday, I will be preaching a message. Well, Andy, you're coming, right? So Andy and I will be preaching a message at Siege, and it's going to be groundbreaking, and it's going to be really fun, dude. So if you guys are there, even if you're not Christian, come hang out with us, come see what we got to say. It'll be fun. We're going to connect it to the channel, connect it to the video games. Andy, why don't you share some coffee? Share. Don't forget, you can't listen to rock music too. Yeah. Especially Kiss. You can't listen to Kiss.
One of my favorite bands.
Well, that's Andy's favorite band, so that's why. So, hey, Andy, let's do some coffee. The only coffee I got right now is these Werther's coffee. These things are so good. But yeah, share some coffee, and Iowa's still in the chat. Let him see his commercial.
Well, hey, look, let's do Iowa's first then. Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, member for 7 months, good friend of the channel. Check this commercial out.
Zach, the Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, brings heart, honesty, and heat to retro gaming, collecting, and pack ripping with his son. From tackling addiction and mental health to calling out scalpers and celebrating nostalgia, this channel is where real talk meets real fun. Follow the journey at youtube.com/@Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. And also follow along on Instagram and Twitch.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code RUSHMORE for free shipping.
Hey kaiju lovers, looking for a podcast that's a fun listen and takes big monsters seriously? Then check out the Monster Island Film Vault, a podcast seeking entertainment and enlightenment through tokusatsu. Host and film curator Nate Marchand and his rotating roster of guest hosts take academic yet fun deep dives into the wide world of giant monster films and TV, discussing their artistic merits or lack thereof, and their historical and cultural contexts, giving you a greater appreciation for an underappreciated genre. You'll hear about Godzilla, King Kong, Gamera, and more, while also getting a crash course in toku topics, ranging from history to sociology to science. Along the way, you'll hear audio drama segments chronicling Nate's many misadventures on Monster Island with a colorful cast of characters, like his intrepid producer, Jimmy from NASA. So pay a visit to the Monster Island Film Vault at monsterislandfilmvault.com.
Awesome stuff, man. Awesome. So I think I'm going to switch over, Andy, to my awesome stuff, man. Awesome. So I think I'm going to switch over, Andy.
I don't know what's happening there, so I'm going to remove him for now. Maybe we'll add him back. Who knows? I don't know where he's here. But hey, we're back to the second half of the show. Go check out that coffee. Go check out Monster Island Film Vault, and also check out our good buddy over at Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. And just in time, Kirk, are you back? I don't know if he's back. I don't know what's happening. Kirk, are you back? Kevin, I think it may be on your side, the thing that's echoing again. I don't know.
What? My volume's low. Let me check.
Check.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from, but either way.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I can hear you. Yeah.
I'm on the real one now.
Yeah.
So
You're
hopefully
on
that
the-
helps. Hey, real quick, Andy, before we jump into the picks, that's what happens when you have that hit 64 hate. Hey,
Slow
real quick,
down
I wanted
now,
to
slow
share
down.
this. I wanted to share this before we go to the second half. I am on day 49 or 50. I can't remember what it is, but I am dropping a video game devotional over there, and it's completely free to have. If you have young kids, it's great for it, and you can go and check out a Devo on Mario, a Devo on Zelda. I've done Fallout. I've done a whole bunch of stuff. I've done about 50 different games. Go check it out. It's free at rushmorereboot.weebly.com. And honestly, we don't get anything from it. It's just something that it's kind of a passion project that we're hopefully we'll get to print it out like a real book, like one of these video game devotionals, and be able to bring them to conventions and sell a few, give a few away. So let's get back into the show. And we are, Manny, what is your link? Your number 2 on the mountain, the second best video game arcade ever?
Okay, second best. Here we go. Oh man, this is a tough one right here because
Yeah.
let's see.
That's why I curated my list the way I did.
Yeah,
Because they were hard at the top. There is a bunch of really good.
There's really good stuff here. So, guys, I'm stuck between Area 51 and I'm stuck between Silent Scope, but I think I'm gonna go with Silent Scope by Konami.
That was a veteran. You got 2 in 1 by just. That was a veteran move.
Yeah.
All right,
I had to squeeze it in there. But yeah, Silent Scope is incredible game. This thing was a massive cabinet. It had a beautiful monitor. Let's talk about that sniper rifle for a second, because that sucker was at least that long. I mean, it was huge, man. It had the scope. You had the lens in there. You could see what was happening on that monitor. I mean, you had the crosshairs. And this thing, look at how sharp this game is. It is incredible. It had great sound. The level design was a rail style shooter, but it was the level design was done so well. Like the motion and everything, you can move with the target, and you could actually time your shot to shoot it ahead of time and be able to get a headshot, the kill shot, whether they were in a car, or I should say a vehicle, a jet. I mean, there was even the guy was running on the football field, and you're in the helicopter, and you're just kind of going around and around. And I just thought it was so neat, man. They put so much thought into this game. You're on a time limit, so that thing was really making you panic, because as soon as you run out, you got to pump another quarter in. But and then you can get extra life by looking at the women in the area there around the pool. But little tip for you guys: if you ever need that extra life, just look around real quick. They stuck it in there. It was a cool feature. But yeah, I got to give it to Silent Scope, man. That was a great game from Konami. The sequel was pretty good. The third one was okay, but the first one was cream of the crop. It was great. It was great.
I think this is what makes arcade shooters so awesome. They did so many different things. This is a unique style game, much like Kevin's pick. This is one of those where you had it was like a rifle where you're looking through the scope, right? And you had to zoom into all these different spots, right? And like most of these other shooters, the guys are just running across the screen and you're just kind of capping them as they go, Hogan's Alley style. This one, you had to literally, and it reminds me of that phone game. Every time I get that phone game and it shoots and it completely misses, and you're like, man, how can you miss that? And you go and download it and it's not the right game and it ticks you off. This is the game I want to play, though. I want to play this. Just kind of going around. Silent Scope is unreal. This was on my Benjamins. It was coming off the board real early if it made it to me, just because of the unique gameplay. Fun game. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it's definitely when you want to pull your hat back when you play. You really felt like you were in it back in the day. It was as close as you can get.
Because you're on that scope, so you have to and get down in there. Andy,
it was real sensitive too. That sucker would move up and down. If you would breathe, it would move with you.
It would give you a good little jolt. Andy, have you played Silent Scope?
I have not played this one. No.
Oh,
for sure.
Dude, this is a fun game. Kevin, have you played this?
Oh yeah, it was on my mountain, so it's coming off now. I loved it. You were mentioning some of the different levels you played. I remember one you're standing there and there was a guy driving around an 18-wheeler. You had to shoot him through the cab.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the game was amazing.
A cool level.
Yeah, the game was so much fun.
Hey, Bryce, how are you, buddy?
Fun arcade out there. I don't think we ever had it in any of our local ones.
So, Kevin, let me get this straight. This is your link too?
No. It was just on my mountain. It was one of my.
It was on your Benjamins.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Nice, Andy. This is what makes arcade shooters so awesome. Just the variety of them. So, Kevin, what are you going to bring up then? If this isn't your pick, what's your link?
It was one I spent a ton of time playing in the arcade. They made a bunch of them, and then played even more of them when they came out on the home systems. And that's going to be the ones from Sega. It's going to be the House of the Dead series. Specifically, I really, really liked House of the Dead 2. And played a ton of them when they came out on the Saturn. Even though, on the Saturn, they weren't nearly as good as the arcade. They didn't look as good, play as good. But I mean, they were still fun, and it was a way to not have to pump a ton of quarters and play them. But the House of the Dead series was great. It was so much fun.
This is an awesome pick. I don't know that I've ever played 1 or 2, like actually played it. Definitely seen them. But I have played 3. And here at our local arcade, well, there's a bowling alley here that's like half arcade, half bowling alley here in Georgia. And this is one of those ones that usually has quite a line for House of the Dead 3. It's there.
I love the horribly cheesy B movie acting in it. I mean, they're just so much fun to play.
And 3 was one I was potentially looking at. I don't know that I've played 2. I remember 1 because it was the first one. But kind of Resident Evil is what this reminded me of when 1 first came out, like with you actually having the gun. It's kind of cool game. Look at that. That's awesome. Is that like a Hydra? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good pick, man. I knew this was going to be mentioned today somehow or another within the 2 hours.
It lasted this long.
A great game.
Well, work your way up the mountain, you get to the top. Yeah. So this is a good pick, man. Manny, what do you think about House of the Dead?
I love House of the Dead. It came out when survival horror was taking over the world in the 90s. So in the mid-90s, I should say, Resident Evil had just dominated the market. The zombie craze was really starting up again. And House of the Dead was a game that you would wait, like you said, you would wait in line for. Almost every other pizza restaurant would have this game. I know my local place had it. It was a place called Straw Hat. And we would wait.
The number 3, House of the Dead 3 is at least the one that we have, the bowling alley, is a huge game. I mean,
that's what the shotgun is, right?
Wild. It is set off and it's got this like huge dock. It takes up some real estate.
Yeah, they're massive. 50-inch projector screen. It's this huge cabinet.
Yeah. Good pick. Such a good pick, man.
Yeah.
And have y'all heard of Typing of the Dead, the House of the Dead typing game?
Incredibly hard game right there.
Funny story.
Bryce, you're bringing up dangerous stuff. Only you can play those super tough Geometry Dash type games, dude. Nah. Yeah, that's a hard one. House of the Dead, great pick. Andy, House of the Dead?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But funny story about Typing of the Dead. I was a typing teacher for 6 years in junior high. And,
did you pull this up for the kids?
No. That's not why.
I was just going to say the joke. That's why you're a pastor now. You got fired.
No, but I wanted to so bad. I was like, man, this would be fun. This would be really fun. But no, never did it.
No, you did stuff like typing munchers or whatever it was called.
No, but what I did do is I almost caught a kid on fire once. That was good. That was how I almost got it.
Typing? What do you got?
No, so I had a projector, okay, and it wasn't mounted. It was just sitting on a desk pointing up, whatever, for whatever reason. But it was telling me that I had to clean it. And this is my first year teaching. And so I had kids sitting around it. So I had canned air and I sprayed in the projector while it was on, and the pressurized air and the heat of everything, it shot fire out the other side briefly. And I remember.
Oh,
hey, that was like an arcade shooter. You should have put the little brat in front of it.
Yeah. So
immediately became the cool teacher right then and there.
Immediately canceled the lesson for the day. And I said, listen, you guys have free time the rest of the time. No one ever tells this. Okay.
Still a story not spoken of today.
Yeah. But
now there's some brat kid that has a podcast, and he's like, man, when I was in 4th grade, my typing teacher caught us on fire.
I don't have eyebrows.
Yeah. So
Joan of Arc.
Great pick.
Yeah, awesome. Yay! So great game, great pick, Andy. I think you're up.
Yeah, man. So many great picks today. It was hard to decide again where I'm going to go, like you've kind of said with this top 2, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to the game that was so difficult, but it was so just addicting because of the visual, just beauty of the game. I'm going Metal Slug.
Really? I thought I was going to be the only one.
I got to pick Metal Slug, man. This was a great game. I hated it, but loved it at the same time. It was one of those games that
Dude, it's so much fun. It's
was
probably the hardest game that's fun for me.
There's something about it. It's like it just looked appealing, so it was like, oh, I'm going to give that another try. Like I
want to keep playing it.
I felt like I could accomplish it, and realistically, I couldn't.
Yeah, and they
But it
made
was
it hard
like-
enough to keep digging quarters out of your pocket. It was great. It was the best of both worlds.
Yeah, so
And the thing is, that's how arcade games were made back in the day. Was it like intentionally going to take your quarters?
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays, with the whole swipe and all of that, they're intentionally trying to get you to go and put more cash. But back then, it was like, how fast can we get those quarters off that screen in there and get the next guy up? Yeah.
So I'm going Metal Slug again. I know we've talked about it, but I love this pick. Love this pick.
I love this game obviously because of the pick, but it's such a bummer that the prices of these games are so high. Because I definitely want to play this. Matter of fact, I probably can play it on this little machine right now.
Oh, they have them on there. Yeah, you can put them on that Raspberry Pi. The Neo Geo's all on there.
Yeah, I think it's on here. Hold on. I put Gradius 3 because I wasn't calling Gradius 3 today. I never played Gradius 3 in.
What a veteran move there.
Yeah.
tough.
So I never played it in the arcade, so that's why I put it. But let's see if I can find it.
All right. Any more talk about Metal Slug though from my people down there at the bottom? You guys, I mean, same.
I like Metal Slug. That's one of my favorite Neo Geo games. I have it on my Neo Geo. I actually have it on location at my buddy Retro Gorilla Shop in Lake Elsinore, and it does get a lot of play. What can you say? There's a lot going on in that game, man. There's a lot
Metal
to do.
Slug 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Nice.
Oh, and X.
X. I like X. Metal Slug X is my favorite.
Yeah, X is awesome. X was
I'm
great.
gonna go play 1 just for the nostalgia.
There you go.
You start that game like being destroyed with bullets right away.
Yeah. Barrage of bullets immediately.
Like, how do you even succeed in this game?
It's taking a while to load up. There it goes. Finally.
Blood, sweat, and quarters.
The animation of all of these Metal Slug games is just so cool. I love.
The Neo Geo games. Like you said, animation was they were amazing.
That's why the games were $500
Even still today, they
a pop
look
back in the
good, but
day.
even at that time, they were unbelievable.
Yeah. It's still smooth. Like you said, even today, it's really smooth.
Yeah.
Insert coin. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Let's full screen that real quick. Well, it's not
Super
really.
vehicle.
Right off the bat. There you go. I love it. Well, while you're playing that, let's go to your link, Kirk.
Yeah.
What are you doing for your next pick?
Yeah, so I'll let him die. So my link, I was tempted to change it because I was I'm picking the different ones, but this is the most shooter game that I have, as far as light gun goes, and it's already been mentioned. So I'm going with Lethal Enforcers, and that's probably my favorite. Again, this one was at Pocket Change. This was when you walked in. It was right there next to like Ninja Turtles, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I kind of remember that pod kind of being there right there in the middle. And you'd come in and, man, Lethal Enforcers, and you had to shoot off the screen, reload. And it looks like you're, in an office. You guys made the joke. You stole the joke, but like, how many people are in that first office, especially the bad guys? Like, people are coming all over the place. This game did something different kind of took a nod from, and I don't know who did it first, but obviously took a nod from Mortal Kombat and took actual real people and put it in there. They had to do the filming and made these guys work. And then you guys mentioned it. You're trying to save certain people, and you have the people all ducking. This game was so much fun. I remember putting quarters in, and something we we may or may not have said it. I've kind of been in and out today, but one of my favorite parts about these type of games is the co-op play, right? And both of us are playing on the same screen, shooting the same guys, and you can almost like, my vision is looking here, and somebody could protect me by taking out one of those rocket launchers or whatever. I'm like, man, thanks for getting that because I couldn't get there in time. And that's what made these kind of games fun. Lethal Enforcers is going to be my top, like, regular light gun type game. So,
Nice.
Talk about this one too, but that's going to be my link.
Lethal Enforcers, man, it's right there at the beginning. Mannys Arcade picks that, and then we're doing it again.
I almost switched it to like my second or third favorite because I think maybe one of them else has been mentioned, just to give some parity. But yeah, man, the honorable mentions are stacked right now. There's some
a lot
loaded in there.
Yeah, I've had a feeling we'd start to get to some Crushmores later in the list like this. So good pick there. Obviously, Manny, you enjoy this one. Anything else you guys want to say about Lethal Enforcers?
No, great game. Love
Great
it.
game, man.
Hell yeah.
Right.
All right, man. So we're to the George, the number one, the best arcade shooter game of all time.
And Manny,
You're up first.
what is your George? What is your number one?
Woo. So this is like the best of the best, right?
The best of the best.
The best of the best, guys. Okay. Oh, man. So this is kind of a tough one for me. I went back and forth on it, but to be honest with you guys, there's nothing else like it. There was nothing else like it at the time. So for this, I'm going to have to take it back to 1998. There was a company called Midway, and they produced a game that was so just diabolical. It was so evil. It was just so scary. And this game is going to be Carnival.
Yes.
And, oh my goodness, this game is just a roller coaster ride. It is so much fun to play. It sounds like a Tim Burton movie. It sounds like Danny Elfman did the score. This game was also never ported to any console, so the only way you could play it is in the arcade. And it was just incredible. It came with 2 pump shotguns, or you can use the 2 half guns. But the storytelling, the visuals, you're in a graveyard. You put a coin in. It was a Victor von Token Taker, and the whole carnival, the whole graveyard turns into a whole carnival, just this haunted carnival ride of emotions of a game. And as you can see here, it is just wild to play. It looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. The guns are awesome. The storytelling's awesome. I mean, I can go on and on about this game, guys, but it is so much fun to play, and it holds up so well today. And if you ever get a chance to play this game, play it, because it is a great game. You don't see it that often either.
Manny just got proposed to this is the first proposal in the history of the Rushmore Show. Just Daff says, Manny, will you marry me?
Absolutely, I'll marry. Shout out to the wife, guys. She's in here. I'll marry you again.
First time proposal live on the Rushmore.
Oh, yeah. She actually bought me this arcade game back in 2011, I think it was.
Wow. Now, this is a really, really cool one. So what I really enjoy about this one is that it's a very dark theme, obviously, but it looks like kiddie and not like you know what I mean? Like, it's not kiddie, but you know
like
what I mean?
Haunted Mansion type feel to it.
Yeah, it's that whole idea there. So this is a cool one. I like how little things pop up, and there you go, the bats coming out, and the girl who just happens to how do you keep winding up in different places like that? It's
right.
I think the girl you're trying to save, I think part of it's your problem. It's her problem. Like, just why you keep getting yourself in trouble? Anyway, no, this is a good pick. This
is the problem.
When you brought up Midway, though, what a flashback in time that is.
Yeah, a great company. They made some great games.
I had some PC games from Midway. What did Midway do on the PC? I feel like there was anyway. What do you guys think about Carnival? You like this one?
It's on my list.
I remember playing it. It was great. Like you said, it was, it definitely had a House of the Dead type feel to it. Yeah. It wasn't like every other one of the games, the military style, it was darker feel to it. It was so much fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And, same as every other shooter though, where, unfortunately you got to spend a lot of money to see to get to the tail end of the game, but they were so much fun.
Only one continue in the first level.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Carnival. This is a great game. It's on my list. Again, like the Lucky game. I didn't play it very often, but I saw it a lot. It's really cool. And it is at the top of almost every list if you look online for this style of game. Just a great pick, man. I applaud it. Another one off of my Benjamins, but Benjamins are still hot, man. There's a lot of really good games out there.
Yeah.
So, man, Kevin, what say you on the number one game of all time?
Number one game.
Genre.
So, up until this point, we talked a lot and had, military, zombies, everything like that. And in the early 90s, a big popular movie came out, but it's not that movie. Nope, not that movie. Not that movie. Other movie. So Sega said, you know what? I respect the hustle. I like that y'all are making these games where you shoot zombies and military people and all this and that. And they said, you know what? We want to shoot every dinosaur that comes across my path, and I want to shoot them all in the face.
No.
That was Jurassic Park.
Nice.
Oh, man, what a great pick.
I still see it occasionally, and every time I see it, I got to play it. You sit down in the Jeep. The only unfortunate part is it really didn't have light guns there. You used controllers for the game, to control the reticle on the screen, but it was still so much fun. And it was wild. The Jeep, at one point drives across one of the big dinosaurs, drives up its tail and off the back of its head. And again, it's just one of those that it's everything that moves, shoot it style game, but, it's dinosaurs this time. And, it was just
Kevin,
such a...
there you go. I might be wrong on this, but I think me and you and the boys went and saw this movie in the theater.
Probably so.
I feel like we went to this movie. I remember coming home from the movie and just being in awe from that first movie. I love this game. It's on my list. It's on my Benjamins.
I don't think there was a Jurassic Park game that's been released ever that was not difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this game was hard, but it was fun. That was the best part. The raptors kind of jumping at you and all that stuff.
Yeah, unlike the other games, where the guy would jump out and scream with a knife or something at you. No, this raptor jumps out on the side of you, and it was fun and crazy at the same time.
Yeah, that one scene,
here you go. This scene coming right now. Just shoot everything and
yeah, shoot everything. But I was thinking about there's that one scene where you're in the Jeep and it's like a side view, and he's kind of running next to you, looking in like that. I remember that being kind of a hard little scene. Yeah, what a great game. Good pick, man. Good pick.
Great pick.
I thought he was going to say Turok. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. That's some fun stuff.
We can't go Turok. We can't talk Nintendo 64.
Yeah, come on now. It was only a matter of time, baby. Only a matter of time.
But yeah, I just had so much fun with this one.
What I do like, we haven't mentioned
There it is.
We haven't mentioned it much tonight, but what I do like is that the gameplay, this is a total game length play, is 17 minutes. So if you were able to play 17 minutes and survive, you beat the whole game.
Yeah.
It's they're I guess by the nature of it being an arcade, they're not gonna, you're not gonna have these, I guess. But yeah, look at that, man.
Yeah, this was definitely gonna take a lot of quarters to beat, man. And Sega was on a roll in 1994 with this game for sure. I don't know if you guys remember that the seats had the hydraulics on it. And like you said, there was no gun. It was just a joystick with the trigger.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
yeah. So, it was a cool game. They still pop up every now and then, but they're pretty pricey now. But it was an absolute beautiful cabinet. A lot of fun to play. At that time, playing it in 1994 when the movie was huge, Jurassic Park was everywhere. So it was a big deal, man. That was one that you had to play with your friends or your family. It's a great game. Great game.
Yeah.
There's believe it or not, was it David?
I thought I was going to sneak this one in, to be honest. This is just such a good game. It was kind of low key because there was I just don't remember seeing a whole ton of them. But it is such a fun game.
Yeah.
All right, Andy.
I love this pick.
Andrew Ricketts, here's your George.
Well, I can't believe that this is going to happen. I just and I'm gonna go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I am going to Rushmore with my arch nemesis when it comes to the N64. I'm going. I thought I would be the only one on this one, but I'm going House of the Dead. If you know me,
I thought you were going to say
Welcome to
Toy
the dark
Story
side.
Mania.
no, absolutely not. If you know me, like, I got a zombie fleur-de-lis tattoo. It's hard to tell on my camera, but I got zombies, man. Zombie was my life. Like, I was a metalhead kid. I loved zombie movies. I was the Walking Dead fan, and obviously this is before
I
Walking
need to
Dead.
start Walking Dead over again.
Is a big part of like what I loved. My metal band had a trilogy of songs all about zombies. You had to love zombies. I was all in on the zombie craze, and it started young, right? With games like House of the Dead. And I say young, but younger. I love this one, man. Anything when you can involve the zombies with it was where I was at. I love that, when you shoot the zombies, their blood is green, and just that playing up that whole like deal, kind of like you said, Kevin, just like the cheesiness. I mean, one of the big things I love about zombie movies is that at least many of them used to be, they didn't take themselves too seriously, very campy, very cheesy B-list type movie, where now, there's a little bit more, I guess, of a market for those types of things. But look,
here's the real question, Andy. He said House of the Dead, but he said more preferably number 2. Which one was yours?
I mean, I played them both, so just whatever. I mean, to be an official Crushmore, I'll just say House of the Dead 2 also, right? But I mean, they're all great. My favorite zombie movie of all time is Return of the Living Dead. Not easy to watch anymore, but I love the comedy / horror side mixture of it. First movie that is credited for the running zombies. Yeah, House of the Dead, man. This had to be up there. This was the one. If I was going to one of those shooters at the arcade, and they had House of the Dead there, I was like, yeah, heck yeah, I'm gonna shoot some zombies because that's what I want to do. That's my George, number 1. Great pick.
Awesome, man. Hard to picture an arcade without House of the Dead.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I salute this pick, and it's good. It's a good job, man. Again, I've only really seen the third one. I mean, played the third one. I've seen the others. Didn't really play the others too much, but it's a cool little genre of game. It's really a cool game to watch. When you see somebody that really knows what they're doing, and I've watched them play at that arcade number 3, man, it's a fun game. Just some of the stuff that come at you. And that's the key of this whole like arcade shooters with the light guns is all the things that come at and come towards you. And this game does it really well. All right, man. We finishing our mountain at 1 hour and 30, huh? Well, we're gonna do that. So listen, I can't believe I have to do this, Andy, but I have to crush with my arch nemesis. Well, right. Andy, I'm going Big Buck Hunter, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, Big Buck Hunter. I can't believe you said it. Actually, I was like, what? Look. So this one is more of a hunting style light gun game where you have rounds, so you got to do whatever. But here's the fun story: Buffalo Wild Wings, Andy. I almost got divorced before I got married. My wife makes the running joke. Whenever we first meet some friends, we go talk or whatever, and they're like, they find out I'm a pastor. They find out, I'm a teacher. They're like, oh, he's such a great person. He's like, well, you should have known him back in the day. And there was a time where I actually had to call a restaurant bar room and say, hey, can you put Kirk on the phone? And I was that guy, Andy, that you were like, hey, I didn't like the guys coming to play.
I was thinking that when I said it.
Me and my buddy Brent, we'd go in there. This is BC, ladies and gentlemen. We'd go in there, get a thing of wings, thing of cheddar wedges covered with bacon, with the Southwest Ranch, and then we would dollar beer it for hours. Dollar beer, and we would play that game. And me and Brent, were on the national stage. So it was connected online, and you could go and play all these people all across country. And if I remember correctly, Brent cracked like the top 15, and I was in the top 30 nationwide on shooting bucks, dude. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, at least the one, I think it was like Big Buck Hunter Pro or something like that, was the one that was at Buffalo Wild Wings. But I can't tell you how many times both Brent and I in the same game would perfect score it, would not miss a buck and get all of the bonus round. And the only thing that would separate us would be how fast you got the bonus round. And we did it multiple times, and then on multiple different arenas. But yeah, my number one, without a shadow of a doubt, would have been is Big Buck Hunter. I mean, I've spent more money in this game. I could have probably bought my own cabinet. And by the way, Buffalo's also had Golden Tee, which I've said before, and it also had Silver Strike Bowling, which is the same company, same kind of rolling the ball, and we were great at those too. So we would go there just to play those 3 games and drink beer and watch football, baseball, basketball, whatever. And yeah.
Hey, Bryce already said he had to go, so he's probably gone now. But good night, Bryce. Thanks for coming in.
Bryce.
Appreciate you, bud.
Good night, Bryce. Sorry we missed that part. That was going live.
I figured we would crush with this one. And when I was saying those people that annoyed me that would just hang out there, I did think about that when you were saying that.
Oh, yeah. I knew you were trying to throw a little dig. So here's a funny thing. Another BC thing. Manny, don't judge me. Kevin, you've judged me for a long time, so it's all right. Hey, here's the thing. I actually was I was working with mentally and physically handicapped people back then. And there was a guy who he had an accident when he was younger, and he was in a wheelchair, and we would go there, and we were there so much that they changed the stand to one of the high bar top tables just for him, because I brought him in there all the time, to lower it so he could sit in the bar room. He had his own table that he would back into, and we would sit, and it was right by the buck hunter, and we would put our beers right there. And then as we finished our drink, the tall glass that thing came in, he would reach back and he would put it in his backpack. I probably have 75 of those Buffalo Wild Wings glasses in my cabinet from back then when we, BC again, before Christ. These guys, we were in there so much, they would and I know they knew we were taking them. They didn't say nothing. They were like, because they kept bringing us new beers, but the glasses were gone. I know they had to know. So anyways, we ran that place. My wife was, we get so, we weren't married then, by the way, but this is engagement time. She'd be so mad. Can you send my boyfriend home, please? There. It's like the Yankees are in the 3rd inning. I'll be home in about 2.5 hours. I'll stand for the game. But anyways,
there you go.
That's my number one. That was always going to be my number one, and I was working around. So I went a little different style. We already talked about Hunter with you guys, and I've taken a lot of time with that. So let's get in to our honorable mentions. We have 15 people in the chat. Some of them might not have known this, but back in the day, years ago, somebody told us that Benjamin Franklin was supposed to be on the mountain as the 5th guy. Who missed our mountains today? All about the Benjamins is all about the honorable mentions. Here's how it's going. So, Manny, you draft first. Kevin second. Andy, you're third. I'm 4th. That's first round. But it's like fantasy football draft. Second round goes backwards. So it's going to be me, Andy, Kevin, Manny, Kevin, Andy. Me, Andy, Kevin, Manny. You get Brock Purdy of arcade games. You get the last pick of the draft.
Yeah.
But you also get the draft. Now, here's the thing. This is the only thing that's different. We can't say anything that's already been said. So all these are new. and as someone chooses one, it's gone. So, yeah.
All right.
Always feels a little guilty when using those glasses for water. Here's the catch.
Don't worry about
Usually drink water. So there you go.
it. You're using it to survive. There you go.
Survival.
You never know.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a glass. But guys, honorable mention. Here we go. We're throwing it back to the year 2000. Konami would drop a game called Police 911, where you played as a Los Angeles police officer and you were fighting the Japanese mafia all through Los Angeles. Now, this game was incredible. It was a leap into the future, guys, because it had about 6 sensors on it. And what you would do is you would stand on the mat right in the middle. This arcade was tall. You would stand on the mat right in the middle. The screen was turned. It was vertical. And you would stand there. The sensors would read your body movements. You grab the gun. You would move left. Oh, actually, you would move left. You would move right. You would go back. You would go forward. You could lean down, and you can shoot up in the air. And any movement that you did came out on screen. So you were in full control of this police officer. I don't know if you guys remember Police 911 or ever played it. It is an incredible game. It still holds up today. It's a hard one to find. And a lot of times, because the sensors are so expensive to replace, I had 2 of them actually. But yeah, that's going to be one of the ones I picked there.
Nice.
This strange person here agrees with you. So the only person here that agrees with you is the person you brought to the chat.
You guys will make a good match.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Good proposal.
This is a cool game. I love this game.
This is good. Yeah. Cool pick. Cool
Yeah,
pick.
definitely works your legs.
Great leg workout, she says. You're right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, that Police 911 game was pretty tiring. But Dance Dance Revolution would be much more tiring, Iowa.
Oh, that's a lot right there.
That's a whole lot more. Kevin, what you got?
All right. Can't believe I'm gonna do this, Andy. I'm gonna extend an olive branch.
Oh, you're going Nintendo 64?
It's one of the 4 good Nintendo 64 games. All right.
We knew it was going to happen tonight.
All
Wow.
right. Sin and Punishment. Sin and Punishment. Someone mentioned it in the chat too earlier.
Somebody
Sin and
did mention it in the
Punishment
chat.
It was an amazing game. It was unbelievable. It never came out in the U.S. though. It was one that you had to import, but it was amazing. It was so much fun. Rail shooter, not a light gun game, of course, but rail shooter, ton of fun. I don't know if y'all played it or not, but definitely one to check out. It's fun.
Nice. All right. Well, Kirk disappeared. I don't know where Kirk
He ran away.
He ran away. He's back.
Get rid of those glasses.
From outer space.
Yeah. So this is gamesmanship here because there's a lot of bangers still out there. And I want to make sure that I get these in there before somebody else steals it. I got a couple picks until my next one. So I'm going to pick the Terminator series, the arcade shooter. I mean, just the classic, kind of like the thing I think of when I think of an arcade shooter. I think of the Terminator. I think of that cabinet, like the actual, the image of it. But yeah, Terminator is going to be my first Benjamin.
Oh man, that's a tough one there because T2 was coming off the mountain for sure in the next 2 picks. No doubt about it.
The tough arcade game.
I love this game. This is the one that was at the bowling alley that I remember, right next to Killer Instinct. Right next to Killer Instinct and right next to Iowa's favorite game, which I'll choose now, Revolution X, which is the Aerosmith shooting game. Iowa. Yes, I am choosing that
baby,
game.
kablam! I love that game.
Love that game.
I love that game.
X. It definitely was on my mountain. You didn't remind me, but it was definitely on the honorable mentions, Iowa. But I wanted T2 right here, and I was going to go back to back with both of them being at the bowling alley, right? And hey, I don't think this one's been mentioned yet because you chose opposite though, right? So Area 51. Area 51 hasn't been actually mentioned, has it?
No, almost mentioned.
Look, I told the kids, I said, hey, grab me one of those glasses. Here they are. Here is a Buffalo Wild Wings vintage 2006 glass worth all of about 10 cents. And I probably have about 50 of these things.
This is my favorite cup.
Yeah, they were built different back then.
That's $5.
Yeah, there you go. So Yeah, I'm gonna go with Area 51. I can't believe it lasted this long. Yeah.
It was my next one on the list. So I'll have to
Yeah,
go.
so you took T2. I'll take Area 51.
I think this is fair. This is another one that feels like it's a classic that should have been mentioned probably already on the list. I'm going to go Virtua Cop.
Good pick.
Virtua Cop
Sega
is
greatness.
it's. I mean, a value pick in the Benjamins. Virtua Cop is pretty impressive. But
That's high value. That's high value.
Like Gun Shooter, it's kind of another one of those classics there. So
It's like taking best player available.
yeah, I mean, listen. We're restacking our roster right now. If I can get Virtua Cop in a late round, I mean, come on now. I mean, value.
Well, Kevin, what you're going to get here now in what is this round
This is
6?
This is round 6.
So another one that you mentioned there, Andy, a little while ago. Saw it mentioned in chat too. Typing of the Dead.
Did you?
I freaking love Typing of the Dead. It is so much fun. I bought the keyboard for the Dreamcast when it came out, and it was so much fun.
Got to learn that home row, baby. You got to stay on that home row.
Oh man, it was a blast. It was a blast. I don't know where that keyboard is anymore. I'm sure it's up in the attic somewhere. You know, I need to dig it out.
What a cool pick. What a cool.
Yeah, that game is so awesome.
Now, you had to like type words, right? And it killed the zombies, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the word would pop up on the screen.
You like zombie, you had to be like ZOMBI, and then you had to be like I remember like body, like it was like or dead body or something like that. Yeah.
And then the bosses would be just big old sentences to type, and if you missed, you would get hit. Oh, it was just
The quick brown fox jumped over the.
it was just one of those games. You know, you talk about arcade games and these shooters of unique experiences and all that, and
It was definitely unique.
but it was just definitely a different one. You know, like who would have thought? Like we're gonna make
I've
a
only
light gun
heard
game
of
with
Waves and Games is in here. Waves and Games has chosen his topic for music, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone with pop punk. We're going to do a top 4 pop punk coming up in the next few weeks, and Peter's going to be headlining that. I've never had a chance to play it, he says, on Typing of the Dead. So, all right, Manny, you're up, and you get back to back here. You get your 6th round pick and your 7th round pick. Where are you going?
All right, here we go. So now we got I forgot what year it was. It had to be like 95, maybe 96, but Namco released a video game called Point Blank. I don't know if you guys ever played Point Blank. I had to mention this one because my wife told me you better mention this because she loves this game.
On her little pick right
she
here.
Loves it, man. But yeah, it's a great competition game. You're doing all kinds of different carnival style, like you're shooting bottles. You're not the bottles that you have there, but you know they're pretty close to it. Also, you know, you're shooting ducks, you're shooting things up in the air.
Ducks and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they're keeping score to see who gets the highest score, you or the person next to you or the CPU. But it's a lot of fun to play. It had a great theme, had a great soundtrack to keep you awake, too. It was very carnival style. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun, though. Cool little characters. But yeah, that's definitely one that I'm going to mention.
Dance in khaki pants.
Reliant K at Sadie Hawkins in your khaki pants. You got to have your plaid shirt matching with your girlfriend.
Come on now.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, so you get another pick.
Let's go one more. All right. So we're going to go with another Sega game right here. This is going to be Jurassic Park: The Lost World. This was an incredible game.
Huh?
Yeah, there was no joysticks on this one. This one came with the 2 Sega guns like House of the Dead. It was a lot of fun. I got to mention the graphics on this thing looked incredible. It started off with the Tyrannosaurus Rex coming at you. Real dark screen. All you can see is the dinosaur, but the arcade cabinet had a subwoofer. I believe it was a 10 or 12-inch sub. But this sucker had so much bass, you could hear the steps. Boom, 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 just in a track mode. And you would feel the ground vibrate and everything. It was a lot of fun. I used to have one a couple years back. And it had a great gameplay, a lot of great level design. It was very fast-paced, great storytelling. It was just that Sega quality, man. It was just a great game. Definitely one you wanted to keep playing. So, but if you ran out of quarters, you're out of luck.
Nice.
Yeah, Sega had so many good games. They were so good.
Yeah, they're good licenses for sure.
Yeah. All right, Andy. Here's your last chance to block me.
No, we go to Kevin now.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah.
All right, so probably the newest game. I don't think anyone's had any ones that came out since then, but the newest game I've ever picked in the list here is Luigi's Mansion, the arcade game.
Cool.
Oh, dude, I saw
wow.
this. I didn't even know they
Such a cool, fun
had.
I've seen it, never played it. Never played
Oh,
it
it's
before.
so fun, and I mean, the cabinet. You go inside and sit. I mean, it pulls a curtain, so it's kind of a dark ride. You're in there, and you got the little vacuum guns. It's fun.
Nice.
Of course, you pay about $1 a play for it now.
Here's
It's
a
newer arcade
real
game.
quick fun story. I've never played Luigi's Mansion until I got the Switch. I mentioned it to one of my students, not my elementary students. This is when I was still teaching ministry, and it was one of the college age students. And I said, "Man, I never played Luigi's Mansion." He brought me Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch, and I couldn't put it down. And I've never played it for the arcade, but man, I love the whole Luigi's Mansion genre, if you will. That whole title for the Mario games. I would like to play this in an arcade cabinet. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
I gotta try it. I gotta try it.
Andy, all right, now it's the last time you get to block me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good because my last Benjamin nobody's picking, so I'm cool with this one. I could go one of two ways here, but let's. I don't think we've had enough dinosaur talk tonight. Let's go Primeval Hunt. So that next one there. Let's just shoot some more dinosaurs right while we're at it. And
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's going to pick. Hey, I'm going to choose something that isn't a dinosaur, but it's probably the closest I could get to a dinosaur, at least looking. I'm going with Alien 3: The Gun.
That's a good one.
Man, I love that game. That game is so much fun, and it's hard, and it kind of reminds me of Jurassic Park, almost probably in the same engine. Some of the aliens jump out you like the velociraptors do. And then you have the face huggers. That game is really awesome. And then I'm gonna go with probably the first light gun style arcade shooter that I ever remember playing. And I'm going with Operation Wolf. And man, it is a classic. I remember playing this game. You're like in the middle of war, and like chicks with bikinis are running by, and like the teacher is running by, and like it's just so fun and weird. But I remember just the graphics were very reminiscent of Wolfenstein or like the original Doom. They were very, very much in that same world. But I'm going to go Operation Wolf. That's how I'm going to finish my mountain today.
all right. Well, I'm going to finish my mountain with controversy. I've been bluffing it this whole time. Here's the controversy that's going to happen, and it'll blow up, but it's cool. If you can pick Toy Story Mania, then I can pick this one. I'm going to 1999. I got to set this up a little bit. 1999. Not technically in an arcade. But it was arcade style kiosk that was located inside of Blockbuster, where you could go and you could play a modified version of this game, and you could even do some cool things with that. I'm going with, of course, the Pokemon Snap stations at Blockbuster. $3, print your stickers out. That rail shooter of Pokemon Snap. And you can print it out in an arcade-style kiosk at Blockbuster. You bet yourself Pokemon Snap's getting talked about tonight. I bluffed it all night. I was no controversy until right now. That's how you do it, fellas. Right there.
Yeah, I mean, you should have picked the Buzz Lightyear game. I mean, that's what you should have.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, or even maybe they've even got the DC Metropolis one here at Six Flags. I mean, something.
Nothing. No, this could have been the George. Just be glad I saved it for my last bit. It's my George.
But you'd be lying if it was your George.
I threw you an olive branch on the 64 and everything, and this is how you do it?
This is the kind of foolishness you're bringing out here.
Listen, I don't want to hear it. Pokemon Snap is a rail shooter in all senses. So there's nothing not rail shooter about it.
It's a goated game.
It's a goated game. It is so so good.
I've never even seen this, by the way. I can't remember. I worked at Blockbuster for a little bit. I don't remember this.
Yeah. So this was a deep dive research pick, but I was like, Was Pokemon Snap ever an arcade? And then it said, yeah, actually at select Blockbusters, they had the Pokemon Snap station. There you go.
Blockbuster ain't
That's
an
not
arcade,
okay. It's
man.
kind of, listen, Isaac, if you weren't here earlier, Kirk's first pick was a Disney ride. So, I mean,
Hey, that was on my list though too.
if you
That's
could pick a
more of
ride,
an arcade game than a Blockbuster kiosk.
well, there you go. Then,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
so it is 100% arcade. There you go. Look, oh yeah. You got it. You got it.
I mean, it's an arcade cabinet. It sure is.
Come on now. There it is, right there. And you
It's
played
not an arcade cabinet. That's a 64 controller hanging out of a wooden box.
There you go. The kiosk.
You can play a 15-minute version. You can print out your pictures too. Pretty cool stuff.
Oh, wait. Yeah. And there's the 64 game right there.
Yeah, it was a modified 64 within this. Right? Okay.
Man.
I stand
Okay.
on my pick. I stand.
Hey, guess what? That's what the Rushmore Show's all about. You did it. You did it. You found a way. You found a way. And now, hey guys, finish our mountains off with one of these other really great games that's on my list because I didn't have Snap. I do have a couple other good ones though, hanging around. Yeah.
All right, we're back to
you're
you.
up. Last pick.
Now,
Your last pick, Kevin.
mine was another console game. Super Nintendo, kind of late era. Expensive as hell now, of course, like a lot of them, but it's Wild Guns. Don't know if y'all ever played that one, Kirk. I don't know if you remember
Wild
that
Guns. That
Wild
that
Guns
was
was
the
so much fun.
it was kind of like Sunset Riders or whatever, right?
one. No.
Mhm.
So Wild Guns, you shot into the screen. So, you walk back and forth, left and right. But, it was, I don't know if you remember it. I don't know if there's an old arcade game called Cabal that you
Oh,
play,
yeah.
They made an NES port of that. But Wild Guns was, it was third person, but you shot into the screen and, it was just so much fun.
I'm trying to
Sony
remember.
made it. It came out kind of lateish in this thing. It's the card alone is like $400 right now. It's crazy.
It's like
I had this for Super Nintendo.
apocalyptic,
Yeah.
futuristic Western.
Wait, matter of fact, Kevin, the MGH. I think you gave me this.
Oh yeah,
game.
it was on there. It was on there.
Yeah, it was on the MGH. This game is a blast. I didn't realize it was an arcade game.
Yeah. Well, no, so it wasn't. It was only on console, and they actually made a newer version of it too. They had a 4-player version of it that came out on Switch and some newer consoles.
There we
and
go.
PlayStation 4.
Dude, this
There we
game is
go.
so fun. I might
It was just
actually
so
have to
much
put
fun.
this on my Super Nintendo one a couple weeks from now.
Fully admitting it wasn't an arcade, so that just legitimizes.
He
my-
told you he was doing that for you earlier.
Hey, I called a 64 game a little bit ago, Sin and Punishment. It wasn't an arcade game.
There you go. So no hate on my Snap game. There you go. Perfect.
Manny, what you got? Finish off our great night. It has been a fun night.
What a great night with you guys. Thank you guys again for having me on. You guys are awesome, man. You guys hit that follow button. But we're going to go ahead and finish off. In 1990, the Neo Geo released NAM 1975, which was a 2D side-scrolling Vietnam shooting game. Now, this is one that you really had to search for because a lot of Neo Geos did have it, but it is a fun game to play. It looks amazing. Definitely try this one out. Kirk, I hope you have it, man, because that is a cool
Searching
game.
for it.
NAM
There it is.
1975, huh? This looks cool.
There wasn't a lot of Vietnam-based
That was,
games.
that was awesome.
a cool one.
It's like Army Men. It's like a tiny little guy.
And it's pretty similar to the one I mentioned, Wild Guns. Definitely the Neo Geo one looks way
Yeah,
better.
it's like 2D side-scrolling. It's just
Yeah.
It's so cool, man.
Graphics are really cool on this one. Yeah, it does look cool.
Another great Neo Geo title. There it is, right there.
Yep.
Very nice. Well, there you go, guys. We did it. We finished our mountain sub two. How about that, Kirk? When's the last time that ever happened? I'm sure we'll extend it over 2 hours because we're going to talk here for a minute. Manny, Kevin, thank you for joining us tonight.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, so let's do this. Manny, share everything about Mannys Arcade before we head out. Everybody go and follow, like, subscribe. Jump on over there to his show. Support. If you have a wrench in the channel, in the chat, drop your channels. If you want to be on the show, let us know. Go to IG. We are booking right now. We just kind of finished music. I have an opening for maybe one spot in music if you want to do a music pick, but movies and TV's getting booked. next video game series is getting booked. Manny, if you want to come back on, Kevin, obviously, you guys both can come back on again. We'd love to have you for another round. But Manny, share everything about Mannys Arcade, where people can find you, and what you got coming up.
Absolutely. So, guys, I'm Manny. Again, I go by Mannys Arcade. I am a retro content creator, I guess you could say. I'm also a collector of arcade games and pinball machines. Me and my wife, we've been doing it for a long time. We buy, sell, trade, repair. We also take the arcade games to SoCal Gaming Expo with us, and we'll be there this year as well. I also sell video games, retro video games. So I have a Whatnot page, same name, Mannys Arcade, where I do auction sales. I just launched mannysarcade.com, where you can buy video games from me as well from there. I'll ship out right away too. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So if you guys want to follow me, give me a follow. I'm also on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and that way you can go on gaming adventures with me and just the day in the life of what I do and where I go and who I hang out with and what I pick up next. So it's a lot of fun, man. We stay busy.
Yeah, man, it's such a great channel. I love going over there and watching and seeing some of the people you're hanging out with over there at the the swap shops and the different the places y'all go. I've seen you have all those Cali guys hanging out over there with you. Great,
yeah, we're all very
channel.
supportive of each other, so it's a good environment, man. We all help each other out. We all try to push each other's businesses out and as much as we can. So
it's been way too long since having you. We almost had a whole year round. Actually, we did have a whole year before you came on again. You are definitely welcome on. And look, Manny, you don't have to come on just for video games. I know you probably have interest in other things. You come on and hang out with us any other time.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being here. And Kevin, you go into Morgan City with us?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
Okay.
So we'll be at Morgan City, RetroCon, and then we got St. Tammany Collectors Con. We have Siege, which is a big deal for us. Hopefully one day we're in SoCal. I'm thinking about going to Merge, which is Michigan Retro Gaming Expo. We'll be at the Augusta Gaming Expo also on March 21st. Hopefully next year. I was at Retro Fest, Rocket City. Hopefully we'll get a chance to be on there again next year. I love you guys. Love the chat. Thanks for bearing with us on a later night, and we'll see you guys next week. Next week we are having Iowa Retro Gaming Dad, who's been in the chat all day. We have Austin Bell from Siege, and we have Taylor from Crybaby Games, which is also Augusta Gaming Expo. They're coming on. And they are going to do video games that need a reboot or a remake. And that's going to be a great one. Bring your top 4 games that you want to be remade into some of the new engines, new graphics. Andy, time to tell everybody good night.
Manny, Kevin, thanks for joining us tonight. It's time to say good night. We always do. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4.
And nothing more.
Peace.